Can our monster trio really withstand the overwhelming force of Imusama? In the latest manga chapter, we witnessed something truly shocking, the sudden fall of Chopper alongside Scopper Gaban. What made it even more intense was that Luffy immediately sensed it, even before seeing it with his own eyes. He instinctively recognized that it was Chopper who had fallen from above. How did Luffy know this so quickly? The answer likely lies in his improved observation haki. Just like how Usopp awakened his haki during the Dressrosa arc, even when he couldn't physically see Sugar, he was still able to sense her presence and hit his target. That kind of heightened awareness is known as presence sensing, a form of observation haki that lets the user feel life forces around them. This is the same technique Admiral Fujitora uses to see his surroundings despite being completely blind. But here's something curious: why did Oda choose Chopper, of all the Straw Hat members, to save Scopper Gaban? Why not Robin, who could have easily used her devil fruit powers to grow wings and fly? I believe there are two important reasons. First, Chopper can transform into guard point, cushioning Gaban's fall and shielding him from serious injury. Second, and more importantly, Chopper is a doctor, and he's the only one who can heal Loki, whose condition is rapidly deteriorating. Let's not forget, back in chapter 1143, Joan revealed that Loki was already on the brink of death. Girl even mentioned that it would take several months for him to fully recover. There's no way a little food and rest could fix someone that broken. That's where the super recovery drug comes in. If you recall chapter 1017, Chopper once used this very drug on Zoro. It instantly brought Zoro back to full strength, but at a terrible cost. Once the drug wore off, the pain returned twice as intense. It's a dangerous gamble, but it allowed Zoro to keep fighting against impossible odds. And now, it might be Loki's only chance. I believe Chopper will use that same super recovery drug to restore Loki, so that he can stand strong once again and face the terrifying nightmare monsters and the giants who have turned into demons. But once the effects wear off, Loki may face something far worse. Maybe Loki will see all of this too, once the effects of his medicine wear off. And who knows, this could be the very moment we finally uncover the truth about that mysterious lookalike of Bro who appeared before JoJo. In chapter 10, part 1, Mo referred to me as Loki, and it seems like he's now saying goodbye, possibly because he's dealing with a serious emergency. Just like I mentioned in our School Near video. Our top candidate for Mo's true identity might actually be Hable, but looking closely, something feels off. The face we saw on the Den Den Mushi doesn't quite match. He had a long beard, reminiscent of an old Japanese man. Those distinct features stood out. On top of that, we can't ignore Hable's current situation. Broby and Mura are closing in on him. This could explain why Mo is suddenly saying farewell to Lord, but here's the twist: Mo might not be Hable after all. So, who is he? I know there are a lot of theories floating around, but for me, there are still two mysterious candidates who could possibly be Mo. The first is SCB Blue, the one tracking a strange signal from the gray zone. This signal might actually lead us to Mo. Maybe that's why he called me as Loki, to say goodbye, because he has to stop the massive fire erupting in the green zone. The second candidate, that giant dog we saw back in chapter 1132. Remember how, in the beginning of that arc, Scopper Gaban had a huge dog beside him.
And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more anime and manga content. See you in the next one.